Hey, good afternoon. Today we are exploring Mackey Cove and Mackey Key. Actually, we're coming off of, when you come off of Scenic Highway, you turn onto Noriega Drive, and that takes you down to Mackey Cove and Mackey Key. They're pretty secluded areas off of the east side of Pensacola, the north end of Scenic Highway. And there are just some spectacular homes. If you're looking for deep water access, Mackey Key certainly has it. And Mackey Cove has plenty of waterfront, as does Noriega. So let's take a look. So when you turn onto Noriega Drive, you're going to find some modest homes on the left. Some of these homes have been built, back to the 80s when this section first was developed. And some of these lots, and especially some of the first lots here, you'll see in just a second, they go all the way from Noriega to Scenic Highway. They're pretty deep lots. There's a few of them, like this one right here, goes all the way, and then the one that we're coming up on here. Some of these homes are older homes. Obviously, there's a new build right there, and there's some pretty cool houses on Noriega, and we're going to visit some of the waterfront houses here in a little bit. But this is just the beginnings of Noriega to Mackey Cove and then into Mackey Key. So leaving Noriega and entering Mackey Cove and Mackey Key, you just know you're in a special area. I mean, it's very natural. Surrounded by marshland, surrounded by the bay, the river, very secluded area. On the northeastern side of Pensacola, the most northern end of Scenic Highway, the whole area, it's got deep water access on Mackey Key. You've got plenty of water access on Mackey Cove and along Noriega. This gives you easy access from Escambia River to Escambia Bay, out into Pensacola Bay and the Gulf. You can be at the pass in about 30 minutes on a boat. So it's really a good place to have a home if you want that kind of water access. Mackey Key has a private entrance, so this is a private bridge that takes you over the marsh into Mackey Key. I'm going to show you both sides of it. This side looks directly into overgrowth and marsh and woodlands, and the other side leads out to the bay, or to the river actually. So here we are in Mackey Key, and there are a couple of cul-de-sacs off of the main Mackey Key Drive, waterfront homes and homes that are adjacent, to the water across the street from it. You're surrounded by marsh. Basically, Mackey Key is a man-made island, and it's just a really cool place to live. Plenty of vacant lots still available, as you can see. It just adds to the openness of the area. Lots of open space, vacant lots. There's about 13 developed lots, homes inside Mackey Key out of about 40-ish. I guess there's 13 developed, 19 that are not developed. Boy, that's a private drive there, and this is a beautiful home right here. I think that one's about 10,000 square feet. So you got homes from about 2,500 square feet to 10,000 square feet in Mackey Key. And your waterfront lots, anywhere from about 100 feet deep to 100 feet wide, depending on the lot. You might have a double lot. There are quite a few vacant lots still available in the Mackey Key subdivision. This subdivision does have an HOA. It's about $300 a year, and does require private road maintenance. But the beauty of Mackey Key is that you have deep water access, and you're on a finger of the Escambia River that runs into Escambia Bay and then into Pensacola Bay, and you just got a lot of beauty here. This is just a little bit of the waterfront. This lot has the beginnings of a home. Looks like maybe the owners have changed their mind, and this lot is actually listed for sale. Remnants of a dock. This area does take a fair amount of water during a hurricane or a tropical storm. Going to come up a little bit, see if we can get a little higher so you can see down the river. Now, it is truly, though, a beautiful location on the east side of Pensacola if you're looking for a waterfront community. Not to be redundant, but there are just magnificent homes in Mackey Key and this area, especially if you want to be on the water. So, if you're looking for deep water access, there's some vacant lots right here in the Mackey Key subdivision. It's a cool place to look. So as we're leaving Mackey Key, one of the favorite things I've always loved about this area are these little birdhouses on this post that the resident created. Very cool. This is the exit bridge I was talking about. Solid, and there you can see that that house is actually on the river as well, and you really can't see the river, but it's right over there. You can see that boat lift there. That's a cool house. This lot is at the end of Mackey Cove, and you can only imagine the reason why someone would want to live in this area. I mean, it's plush with beautiful trees and overgrowth, very natural environment. And, there is Escambia Bay right there, so you are right on the water. And all of these homes, there are several vacant lots toward the end. These homes were damaged during probably Hurricane Ivan back in 2004, and the owners just decided not to rebuild, or they're waiting for a better day. But here, look at the folks. They've just taken advantage of living right here on Mackey Cove, and what a beautiful lifestyle, right? Yep, there you go. Another perk of living in the Panhandle and living in paradise. One of the prettiest parts of this area are the trees. They're just, I love the way they just kind of sprawl. Not sure where this drive leads. Looks like there were several lots here. Looks like these homes, there's some, you can see over in the distance here, some remnants of a home. Probably washed away during Hurricane Ivan or a later storm. And then you do have a house down this drive. All these houses are waterfront. Most all of them appear to have docks and boat lifts. You're coming across a couple of vacant lots here. A lot of these lots were abandoned after Hurricane Ivan. When I say abandoned, they just weren't rebuilt on. So there's good opportunity here. Lots of properties listed, lots of vacant land. as you're exiting Mackey Cove and back on Noriega, you can't help but notice these magnificent new built homes that have been built in the last several years. They are on lots that are anywhere from 200 to 300 feet wide, 700 to 800 foot deep. You have some original homes, obviously still existing on Noriega, but these are some magnificent newly built homes on Noriega. So if you haven't been in the area in a while, you haven't driven it, take a drive. I think you're going to really, really like what you see. That wraps up things for us today on Noriega, Mackey Cove, and Mackey Key. Hey, I really appreciate you taking the tour with me today. I hope you found it interesting. Get out and take a drive and go find some really neat places in Pensacola. This is definitely one of them. My name is Chuck McCants. I'm a Pensacola native, and I just really appreciate you joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.